I did not just start off this video by yawning, but I did. What's up, body cool kids? This is Daisy Collins of TsunamiRose.net coming at you live from my craft room here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And today I'm here coming on live. I've been working on this project just like on my own time, like before work or on my weekends. And now that I have a pretty much a full-time job. Hi Pam, how are you, dear? I've been doing a lot of sewing, pretty much sewing. That's all I've been up to. Hi April, how are you? I have been buying some new stuff, some new sewing stuff. I bought these triangles on a roll. I bought these on Amazon, and I still have to do. I've been starting so many projects. It's not even funny or functional at times, but I bought that, and I did some of these with my Christmas fabrics. That was fun. I still have to finish those. They're going to be pillow covers. I'm just practicing my sewing. But they are really, really good at helping me get my points together. So that was the first foundation paper piecing project that I did pretty much. And then I moved on to, actually this is the second paper foundation project I've been doing. I did this Beverly. Hi Beverly. I made these stars. These took me forever to, literally these stars here were the first projects that I started doing using the foundation paper piecing techniques. And I thought they were fun. The first pattern that I purchased, it didn't work for me because it didn't have these little notches to match where the 3 pieces of this template are supposed to go. But then I purchased this one, and this one does, you see those little lines? Those are what really helped me get this together and get it working. But making these 2 stars probably took me about a week of attempts. Literally every day I would try it, and I would get it kind of right, but not the second time, not the third time. Till eventually I got it all together, and this, like I said, this this pattern really worked for me for the stars. So I'm probably going to keep making the stars. I think I want them in a smaller size because this size is kind of too big for the pillow covers. So I'm going to make them smaller, and I think I'm going to make them with the scrappy fabrics outside and the white fabric inside. But anyways, that's for future. And then I came across, I've been looking all over Etsy for some easier foundation projects, and I came across this one called Scrap Medley, and this pattern is on Etsy. But anyways, I did link it down below, but I've got some new tools. Everything I do comes with new tools that I need to buy. So I bought some of this, it's called newspaper paper. It's packing paper. It's the same stuff I used for my junk journal covers, but it is 8.5 by 11 sheets of really cheap drying paper, they call it, but newspaper paper. And I got the pattern, I printed it out, and then I also got myself a set of these add a quarter rulers, and they have, the little lips there so that you can add a seam to your foundation paper piecings. And of course I use 2 different rulers because I could probably use just one, but it's easier for me to switch to this one when I need it. Don't mind me if I'm just working with what I got. Okay, so I printed the pattern, and I'm working on it. This is what I have so far on this one. I'm trying to make 4 blocks of 4. So this is my 3rd block of 4 that I'm working on. So this is number 4. And I have my iron and my iron station off to the side. So, okay, life update, right? So, I'm still in my mom's townhouse. I was approved for the loan, and so I was approved for the loan, and I was also approved for the first time buyers home assistance program. So they're gonna help us with the down payment. So it's like, oh, thank goodness. So today we're gonna go sign some paperwork for. I'm so confused on the process, but my mom is telling me what to do. So we are going to go sign some like title stuff. And then I guess we're gonna actually go sign the paperwork for the loan stuff. And then I guess there's that like waiting period or something, and then we are going to be. I was joking around yesterday. I was telling my coworkers, I was like, no, I said I'm not gonna say I'm gonna be a homeowner. I am a mortgage owner. Like I said, maybe that's me being my little. I'm honestly I'm a little bit like a little pessimist and a little bit of a like ultra realist. I'm gonna say. So I am a mortgage owner until I get my title. Okay, I when I got my car, I waited 5 years to post a picture on Facebook. Like now I can say this is my car. I'm just weird like that. So I'm gonna be a mortgage owner, and I'm excited. Of course, I don't have to move. And of course, I'm here. I'm using my bedsheet fabrics, and then you actually sew on the back of it. This is not a how-to video. This is just me doing it and chatting. For anybody watching this video, I am just working on this and we're chatting. I have really found that I like this method rather than, I mean, this is basically just a string quilt, you know, it's just a string quilt with a little, it's literally just a string quilt. But what I like about this, instead of me, you know, just freehanding it, which I totally could, it just keeps it consistent on all the little squares, you know, this line's always this is this. So I like that. That really does help me out. So I'm really, really liking this. The star pattern, like I said, oh my god, it took me forever to figure out the star pattern. If I had done this one first, I probably would have been a little less frustrated. But hey, I got the hard part done, and then I learned the easy way. So that's good. This is an easy pattern. Like I said, the star one is a little bit more complicated, even though it's the first one I did first. So we're going to pull that back. Let me iron. I bought this white bed sheet from the thrift store. Hi, Betty Penny. Happy Ray of Crafty Sunshine. Hi. Miss Betty Penny. I know it's been forever, girl. I know. I just haven't been like junk journaling, you know, and I know this channel's about junk journaling, so I'm just like, And I really have only been sewing. I have been sewing on the weekends, and I do sew like right before work. I try and do something for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever. I always need a little me time before I go to work. So that's what I've been doing as my little crafty bit. Then of course I come home and either I do nothing or I've been working on my junk journal kits. So I've been getting my craft on or my design on, you know, I've been fulfilling my artsy part of myself still, so that feels good. So that part is there. We fold this back, put a little seam on it, and now we're gonna do number 4. So I have my little scrappy bits right over here, and I'm trying to kind of use the same fabrics that I've been using, but in different spots. see. Okay, I know what I need to do. I need this fabric. And I just need a little piece of it. So I'm going to, this is way bigger than I need. So this little square right here, I'm gonna align it with the seam that I created. And then we're gonna sew on the back of this on this line here. I have really been enjoying this pattern. It's just so simple and it has really like, it's just fun when it's simple. Or maybe it's because I was just doing a little bit too much for the first pattern that I tried. Literally, these stars took me legit a whole week of attempts to make them work. These look great though. These are fun. But like I said, it was just the first pattern just didn't work out for me. And then I watched a couple different videos and it made more sense and I got it to work. So I'm really happy about that. But this one's like 50 times easier. So for right now, it's a little bit more fun. I want to do this right now. There's another pattern that I want to buy next. But I'm like, let me do this. I printed a bunch of them. So I'm like, let me do this first before I get more, okay? Okay, let me fold this back. Let me iron it. I have my iron right behind me. Is it still hot? It should still be hot. No, it's on off. Why is it on off? Hang on, I need my iron to get hot again. But so far it looks like a mess. Then we'll trim it up and it'll look really cute. Paper piecing is challenging for sure. It is, but then like I said, then there's this one which is super simple, very easy, and it's not hard to master. Once you get the hang of it, and of so many more complicated paper piecing projects to do, and I'm very excited to try different templates. I've been buying them. You can find them on Etsy. There's different templates to use at different varying levels. And it's just fun. Like I was saying, I bought a bed sheet from the thrift store at the same time that I purchased, hang on, I need to cut off a chunk of it. At the same time that I purchased some shirts. So I bought some work shirts, some long sleeve work shirts because it's cold where I work. And I washed them all together with the bed sheet because I'm like, whatever, wash everything together. And sorry if you can hear the ripping, and if you don't like it, oh well, sorry. Hang on. So, I don't know if it shows on camera, but there's a slight pink tinge to it because I didn't think about separating it. I didn't think about separating it from my red shirts. I guess I had a couple red shirts. I had a couple magenta shirts. And I don't know. I thought this whole color thing, running thing, I thought it was just a thing for like new fabrics. These are obviously old fabrics. They're from the thrift store. So I was very confused. I was very confused. Hang on, let me cut off a piece here to work with. And then we'll grab some from the other piece. Okay, so I'm gonna work with this big piece. So it's kind of tinged pink, which is hilarious. Okay, so let me iron this a little bit. Okay, so then I lay this across here with this, aligning with this fabric. I I sew it. And you know what? I've been keeping it on the paper. It's actually a lot easier to sew together when it's on paper. I hadn't, many people would have taken it off by now, but it actually really helps me keep it stable, which I like. And of course I'm using a short stitch because you need to rip out the paper eventually. I've seen people do this with freezer paper, and I don't think it would have worked with me because I like the paper on it, actually. I really do. So now I prefer that. Okay, so let's back it up here. So again, I've done lots of string quilts, so this layout and this process is very familiar to me. I just like the consistency of the sizing of everything, you know. Okay, so pull that back. Let me iron it. Iron it. So now I have to go back to the thrift store and buy white bed sheets and wash them by themselves. Because I didn't want to do this for Christmas. The same pattern here would work really great with my Christmas scraps. But I need to buy white bed sheets because this is pink. So for these scraps, it's fine if it has a tinge of pink. But I don't like it for I don't want that for my Christmas. For my Christmas projects, I don't want that. So I need to go buy that. And then since this was a digital pattern, I can just keep printing it whenever I want. And I did like this pattern because it came in different sizes. So if I wanted to make a bigger block, I could. But I do like this size right here. It's pretty cute. Okay, last fabric. And of course I have my little scraps here. Let's see. Have I done this in the corner with this one? How's this going in the corner? Yes, it has gone in the corner. Okay, so no corner for that. Just got my tiny little scraps here. Oh, this I need to do for the next book. I guess we could do this butterfly fabric here on the corner. That would be fine. I just need a little piece. None of it is really going to show off the butterfly. That's sad. Maybe this right here. Oh, and I made it too small. Boo. I always forget, but they do want you to have bigger than necessary fabric pieces so that you don't mess up like I just did. So I'll cut myself off a bigger piece. And this should work just fine. It's just scraps. So it's okay. Okay, let's sew this back here. Jen, Miss Jen. Miss Jen. I know. It's been forever, you guys. I've just been so stressed out. Like, honestly, like, my husband asked me, like, what's wrong? Literally every time I'm just like, I'm stressed out at the house. And he's like, I need to be fun. And I'm like, okay, but I'm so stressed out. And so it's going. I'm gonna co-sign some title paperwork to get and then afterwards get the loan going. Oh, you guys, adult stuff, gross. Adult stuff, gross. Okay, it's kind of gross. Okay, so I hate all these threads. Oh my gosh. I hate all these threads. And I don't know. I've been working like a 10-hour work day 4 times a week. So my schedule right now is 4 times a week. I go work 10 hours. It's not, grueling labor. But I am, like, imagine, okay, yesterday, no. Wednesday, I was, okay, it felt like I was, okay, imagine, this is my job, okay, this is my job on Wednesday. I had to measure out what looked and felt like a ground up graham cracker. You know, can you imagine like graham cracker crust, right? Like you ground up graham crackers. So it was the consistency of sand, the consistency of graham cracker dust. I measure it out in 1 gram increments. I measure out 1 gram, put it in the jar, and then, oh, that's too much, take it out. Measure a little bit, put it in the jar. Oh, that's too much, take it out. Oh my, I don't know, it's too little, put it back in. So that's what I've been doing. Like I said, it's not hard, back-breaking work, but, it's annoying, and it gets old, and I'm tired. And I'll come home and I'll, work on my junk journals. Not junk journals, I'll work on my digital kits. And that's been kind of my day, guys. That's been kind of my days. And, but hey, I'm glad it's not back-breaking work. And it's exactly what I needed it to be. Just a little job. Doing something stupid where I don't have to deal with customers. So that was ideal for me. You're working for a dealer. Hey. It is honest work. I make an honest living. I sleep fine at night, okay? So what's funny though is like I have been cured of not being able to sleep. Supposedly I was saying like, oh, I can't sleep longer than 3-4 hours. And I wake up and you know what? It cured that. Apparently I wasn't tired enough. Because I have been sleeping 6, 7, 8 hours straight, no problem right now. Because I am tired. Maybe I wasn't tired enough. Maybe I was taking too many naps. But I have been cured. I have been cured. Okay, so here is this part right here. These 2 little blocks connected. These 2 little squares. Okay, I just literally connect them corner to corner and sew across the provided line. Then you open them up, and I don't think I could get those perfect, like, little, what are they called? Perfect points without this paper thing, okay? So now I have these 2 pieces, and I need to iron this one this way. Hang on a moment, let me iron it. And I can iron it on the paper just fine. It works just fine. Like I said, this is such a cute little pattern to use up your scraps. And I've been thinking about how I can make this for a junk journal cover. Because this is too small, but then adding another 2 is too big. So I'll probably have to use the smaller squares. So maybe I can make maybe 4 rows of the smaller squares. We'll see. For now, this is going to be a 16 by 16 pillow cover. Yeah, I printed out the paper. It's newspaper print. So you look up newspaper print 8.5 by 11 on Amazon. And this is what the pattern prints out like. It's the same stuff that I use for my junk journal covers. So if you have a lot of that, I mean, or you can use it, just regular cheap printer paper. But it says 627handworks.com. Scrap Medley, you can look up Scrap Medley on Etsy and you'll see the pattern. And this is the 4-inch squares. And I am sewing through paper. I'm sewing through paper. I printed it low quality, black and white. And yeah. I liked that paper though. You know, I love that paper. You know, I also did print it on just regular lined paper. You know, just the cheap notebook paper, or just ran it through my printer, and you could use that too. Okay, Miss Jen, have a good day. Okay, so let me connect these here. Yes, makes that little diamond shape, and then I'm going to make sure. Like I said, you could try and hang on, is this supposed to be this way? No, it's supposed to be this way. Oh, dang, I did it wrong. I always end up ironing one of these the wrong way. You know, they're supposed to nest, right? So, sorry, I'm new, okay? I'm new here. It's supposed to be the other way. Can you believe it, you guys? They're going to give me a home loan? I can't believe it. I can't believe I qualify. Okay, we're back. So you can sit here and try and match up these. You know, of course, you want to match up the seams, but you can also just match up the paper because it's perfectly, you know, perfectly designed to fit. And they do. When they haven't, it's been my fault. Okay, so we sew these together, and I'm sewing everything on paper still. Everything's still on paper. I like to add a lot of pins. Okay, don't judge me. A lot of clips, don't judge me. See right here, somehow I already messed up. Hang on. Oops. Hang on. Everything needs to match, so that's why I always clip everything. Like I'll clip it here, and then I'll clip it up here, so make sure that everything stays together. Hang on. And everything matches. Is that too many clips? Probably. Okay. So now I just sew on the line here. Wait, is this not aligning? I don't know. That's better. The clip was in the way. I'll just sew it down the line here, back stitch. And I'm still using my bedsheet fabrics. Still using my bedsheet fabrics. I still have not gotten into that box of fabric I bought a while ago. I did pull out the Christmas fabric, and I have been using that. But I have not used the rest of it. I'm still trying to find something, but I need to look through it again. And what do I have? There could be some cool rainbow type of stuff I could do because there's so many different colors. So I need to look into some patterns like that. The next pattern I want to do might be good for it, so we're going to see how that goes. It's a tiny bit more complicated than this one, but it's almost the same pattern. Just a little bit of a variation on it, I think. Okay, so let me cut out the threads because I hate threads, hate them. They need to go. Okay, so it looks like I did pretty good on the sewing and the line. Looks good to me. We're going to open it up. And it looks so good, all the points. It couldn't get any better. I guess it could get slightly better. I'm a little bit smidge off, but it looks really good. I love it. Love the scrappiness, love all the fun colors. Let me iron it. Oh, it looks so cute, you guys. It looks so cute. I love it. And of course, I have one more block to go till I'll have a finished pillow cover. Like I said, this one's going to be 16 by 16. And it's going to be adorable. I'm just using my little scrappy doos. And, okay, so let's get another pattern. I just have a bunch of them printed out, cut out, ready to go for whenever I feel like it. I'm going to keep these in a file. I have a few other patterns already printed out too, because I was testing things out. But I really like this pattern, and this could be really, really cute for Christmas. Like I said, I'm definitely excited to break out my Christmas scraps, because I know I have a lot of Christmas scraps to do. Okay. I need some Vaseline. Oh. This is one that I want to use. This fabric right here. This is gonna have to be this big. Okay, so let's get us a strip of this fun pink fabric here. We iron it. I'm working with 3 rulers right now. Is that too many? Probably. I don't know. I posted about all my quilting rulers on a sewing Facebook group. And some people were like, oh, that's an awesome collection. Because apparently I have 16. Apparently I have 16 quilting rulers. I don't know how that happened, but somehow it did. Okay, so we're going to glue this first fabric on the back of number 1. This is number 1. And we're going to glue it face up. And I can see it through the light and stuff that it covers this whole area right here with a lot of extra. And I guess it could be up a little bit higher. Hang on, it could be a little bit higher. I'm just using regular Elmer's glue, nothing fancy. They do make specific glue for fabric to do this, but it's literally just Elmer's glue in a different box. Okay, so let's see, what am I gonna do next? Fabric, what am I gonna do next? I'm trying to do different fabrics, but of course these are my scraps, so they're not, I don't know if they're very like that. Oh, this green one? I don't think I've had this green one yet. No, I have not. This would be really cute. Let me iron it. Okay. Scrappy do. Okay, so I know the strip I need is literally, this is like bigger than what I need, so this is the size that I have been using as kind of a template for this. Okay, so this is going to go on number 2, but for number 2 is over here, and we're going to have to flip this over like that so it fits number 2. So it's going to go on top of number 1, facing right sides facing together, and then I'm going to sew on the side that we can see the numbers on. And I have been back stitching. I guess we should back stitch because it's a thing we need to do. And forward, you guys know I don't normally back stitch. But I'm trying to learn the quilter's way. Trying. Okay, so I suppose you could chain piece these and maybe use maybe waste less thread, but I have a huge cone of thread, so it's fine. It's fine for me. Okay, so we're gonna do is, looking at this, we're gonna fold this on the line that we just sewed. I'm going to use my little add a 1/4 plus ruler. I got a pink one because, of course. I'm starting to really think about how many rulers I have. Only because I really kind of want them to be really cute. And the only way to get them to be cute is to rebuy the rulers. So I have to like sell the rulers I have so I can buy the cuter versions of them and stop buying ugly rulers. I'm kind of like, why do they make these rulers in such an ugly color? Like, I have a bunch of these orange ones, and I was like, this is really not my style. I wish it was a cute color. But maybe that's just me. Okay, so we're going to go to the number 3 fold line. And we're going to score on that line. And this has like a little edge that helps you score. And then we're going to cut off. Oh, we're going to score the other one, the other side too. So just folding on the line, whatever way you can find to fold here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use the long ruler here to add a seam. It basically gives me a little 1/4 inch space between the paper here and the ruler. So that way I have my seam allowance there. Let's do this side too, so that we can get both of them done. Such a cute ruler because it's pink. I guess the original one was yellow, I believe. Now this one's moving a little bit much, a little bit too much. So let me put a little bit of glue on this fabric here so it stops moving. It's kind of getting on my nerves. Okay, so now we're ready for this here. And I think I'm just going to keep this as a big piece. I know it's kind of silly and unnecessary, but it kind of helps me reduce on how much of this I'm cutting off. So what I'm going to do is, actually these numbers here, they don't really matter because you could go this way or you could go this way first, but just following the numbers, at least on this pattern anyways. I'm going to lay it across like this. It's way too much than what I need, but that's fine for this project. And I'm going to turn it around. Hang on, I need to move my scrap bag. Oops, I moved it. Hang on. Okay. There we go. So we're gonna sew on the line in between 2 and 3. Miss Beverly, hello everybody. I wasn't watching. I was in a chat just watching. What do you think about this, Miss Beverly? Do you think it's easy enough for you to try it? I've done this before, just not with the template, and like I said, it's either way is cool. It's just this way it kind of keeps the sizing consistency, you know. Okay. Because yeah, this is here. Let me show you where I've done this before. Actually, I still have a journal left. It's the last one left, actually, for sale in my store. This is basically this right here. You see what I mean? It's just strips of fabric. This is what I made the junk journal cover of this out of. This is basically strips of fabric sewn on a piece of paper. In this case, I believe I used tissue paper. Or did I use packing paper? Either packing paper or tissue paper I used for this. But it's the same thing, basically. Same look, I should say. So I was not a stranger to this technique. So that's why I like this. I'm like, oh, this is familiar. This is familiar. It's fun, Miss Beverly. If you have time, you should try it. Okay, so hang on, I have to get the threads off because I hate the threads. Okay, so I'm doing this big piece right here, and that's fine. It helps me with waste. I waste less like this. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull this back, and I'm gonna iron it. One moment. Okay, and then I'm going to fold it on the line that I just sewed. Or no, I'm gonna fold it on the next line. I lied on the next line because this is number 3. Okay, so fold it on number 4. And then from here, I use my long one. Add the seam, as it's called. And then we're ready for the small fabric piece here at the end. And, ooh, there's this cute little gray fabric here. Why not? Let's use it. And I'm still saving my little scraps because there's actually some patterns for tiny little triangles that use little scraps. So, you should never get rid of your scraps. You should never get rid of your scraps. Okay, so I have this little scrappy dude here, and I'm going to align it with the white stripe. And then we're going to, the fabric kind of, static clings to each other, so it's not the hardest thing to flip. So between the line of 3 and 4, make sure to back stitch. And like I said, there's a lot of fun foundation paper piecing templates out there. The ones I've been looking at are mostly from Etsy. But I'm sure everybody has their own spin on it, and I'm new, so I don't know anything other than I looked up foundation paper piecing on Etsy. And this one was just fun for scraps, so I was like, hey, you know what? I have a lot of scraps. We all have a lot of scraps. So let me pull that back. Let me iron it. Okay, so that, and then we're doing number 5, which is also white fabric. Which on the example they use like a black polka dot fabric. I don't have that, so I don't have that. Sorry. Okay, so we're gonna iron this, and not iron this. Sew this on here. Match it up to the edge. Turn it around. And we're gonna sew between the line of 1 and 5. And this is great because if you're not good at sewing, you can try your best to practice straight line sewing because there's a straight line. So you can practice that with this project. So that's great. Cut off the threads. I guess eventually, like I said, I could chain piece this too. But for right now, I'm just doing it one at a time. Let me iron this back here. One moment. Oh no. Hang on, I messed up in a corner. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to score the line between 5 and 6. Fold that back. Get my little ruler here. Cut it. This is way bigger than it needs to be, but that's fine. Okay, so let's get our little corner. What do we have for the corner? Oh, there's this green fabric. It's a mess, but okay. think I'm going to iron it because it's a total mess. Maybe I can use it on the next block too. I am not one of those people that like has their scraps all organized perfectly. That's just never gonna be me. I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna toss it back. That's just not me. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I pressed the button while I was cutting. Okay, that's right. The button that retracts the blade. Okay, surprised me. Okay, so this little scrap here. I'm going to unline it. Oop, right sides together. This part right here. Miss Patricia. Hi, Miss Patricia. Oop. I'm supposed to sew on this side. Hello. Miss Patricia, darling. How you been? How's Arizona? I've been working. And I just don't have the energy to go live. I am literally in bed by 8 o'clock. I have not had the mental capacity to go live, so I apologize. But hopefully the stress of purchasing this home house, I try to mix both words. This home will be over soon. I'm hoping. We signed the title, some title paperwork. I don't know what any of this means, but we're signing some title paperwork today. And I'll be sending that paperwork off to my loan officer person. And then I guess I gotta wait. There we wait. Ms. Patricia. And I just have not felt like crafting. I've just been sewing, you guys. Honestly, I don't know. I've been finding it very stress relieving. And just kind of what I call mindless work, where I can just, just sew. Just trying to stay calm. Try not to panic, That's all I've been working on lately. Just try not to panic too much. That's all I can handle. Okay, so now we're trimming it up. Trim. So I cut that one wrong. Hang on. Didn't cut this correctly. Okay. Now this is my little block, and we gotta make another one. Okay, I need some water. Okay, so next. Let me get all my rulers off to the side because I can't stand it. To get myself organized only about 100,000 times while I craft. Okay, so let's see. What fabrics are we doing next? I have not done this. Have I done this as a strip? Not a corner, a strip. No, I have not. Yay, so I get to use this now. Okay, let me iron it a little bit. Iron. Okay, and then what else am I going to do? I'm looking at my last blocks here and making sure I don't repeat too many fabrics. And if I do that, they're in the correct spot being repeated. I don't believe I've used this at all. So let's use some of this fabric here. Again, these are all bed sheets. I'm still new to sewing. And other than a few purchases at Joann's, I've not purchased actual real quilting fabric. This has been good enough for me. This has been good enough for me so far. So I'm just sticking with what I have at home while I'm still learning how to make functional pieces and things. Okay, so this will go right here. And then we're on should be on the opposite side. I can see through the paper really. It's really thin. So right side up, I add a little dab of glue so it holds number 1 in place. So you can see the fabric fully covers number 1. And now I'm going to go over to number 2. But number 2 is on the other side, and when we sew, it has to go like this, right? So it doesn't go to this side until we sew. So this piece is going to go right sides together with piece number 1. And then I'm going to sew on this little line right here. That's the first line we're sewing. And if y'all want to see this pattern again, let me list it right here. It has the printout for several different sizes. So it's really nice. Check out this Etsy shop right there. It's not mine. I don't design this stuff. I think I could, though. I feel like I could design things like this. I have designed one pattern before, but it's a rainbow pattern, right? But it's a rectangle block, so it's not exactly for quilting, but it was for my junk journal cover. Which is technically a paper piece product. I suppose you could say that. It is a paper piece applique pattern. So I can say I do have a small experience with this kind of design. And it looks really interesting. I have to watch some videos on how to design your own. I've seen some videos on how to design your own paper piece products and templates. So I'll have to look into that because it doesn't look too complicated. So I just need to do it, and then once I know how to do something, I can figure out if I can design for it or not. Okay, so let's get my little ruler here. I actually started with I bought this one first, but I don't know if it's just me that's special, but I was like, this is too big. I need the small one for the small one, and then I need the big one, I need the big one. Maybe that's just me, but I was like, I need both sizes. So here I am. I have all these rulers now. I've been waiting to figure out where I'm going to live, okay? Let's get the basics covered. I've been waiting to figure out where I was going to live to continue decorating my craft room because I didn't know if I was going to stay here or not. So I kind of stopped decorating my craft room. And once this whole thing goes through, I'm going to install, I bought some shelves so I can put my rulers there. So I need to install those, but I'm waiting to celebrate. I'm still not believing that it's going to happen, but I'm hoping that it does. Like I said, my loan was accepted and I'm going to go sign title paperwork today. Can't tell you how stressful it is right now. Okay, so I just want to cut some fabric and sew some fabric together. that's all I want to think about right now. Okay, so we fold this backwards, and then we're going to, you literally could just have a regular ruler and do everything here, like align your piece here with the 1/4 inch. But I kind of like the little lip. It has like this little lip and it like holds onto your paper like that. It's freaking great. And I love both. I like this one to cut. This one's just for the lip and to fold. And this one's to cut. And I do cut this too, I guess, with the seam. Okay. So did that. Next, I think I might cut this down even smaller. Hang on. Oops. Hang on. Might be a little bit too big. Yeah, I think I could work with this piece here. Okay. Just there ironing it out a bit. Okay, so let's align this with this. And then we sew on the back. Okay. So definitely, I do recommend this pattern if you are just new to fabric piecing. It's so simple. Just so you gain a little bit of confidence before you go to more complicated projects. Luckily, I have a resilience like no other. So even after a week of failing to do a more complicated project, I kept on until I finally got it. And then I was like, all right, now I'm going to do a simpler one. So I do recommend this pattern. 10 out of 10 thumbs up. Very nice, very easy. Very easy. Ooh, my ears are ringing so bad right now. Okay, so let's fold this back and let's iron it. Okay. And we're going to fold it down on number 4. And we're going to cut using our add a quarter plus ruler. And there we go. Now we're going to need the smaller little color piece there. Let's do this piece here. I don't think I've done this one as a little corner piece. I have not. Cool. Let's do it. Corner piece. This. Iron it. Okay, so now we're gonna match it. You can match it up or you could go beyond that, but I'm just gonna match it up. Oh, that was the crooked side. Hang on. Which one's the right side? That's the wrong side. So this is the right side. Okay, right sides together. Here. I already know which pattern I want to try next. I do love the patterns that are for the scraps of fabric. I don't like to have to use too big of a piece of fabric because I don't really have big pieces of fabric. So I want to work with scraps. So I need to go buy some other bed sheet or something that has the same like mild pattern. So that way I can put my nice fun fabrics on top and have it make sense, but then it's still not white. So I have to go back to a thrift store one day and see what they have for the next project. Because like I said, this fabric here, I washed it with some clothes and it got tinted pink. Let me iron here. It got tinted pink and it's fine for this project here. But I don't want it tinted pink. I just don't. I don't know what to say. Okay. That covers that. Now we need another white piece here. So let's sew this on to the other side. Okay. Okay. Make sure I don't get my iron stuff. So I am normally up literally at 4 in the morning. I get up. I put on my little coffee. And I start on some sewing project. I do a little bit of a sewing project. I cut stuff. I've been sewing little things, even if it's literally I'm just making this one block this morning before I go to work. That kind of makes me happy. I don't know. Whenever, or the last time I did have a job, I did that too. I want to do stuff, my own stuff, for the first couple of hours of the day, and then I can go and play nice and work. But my little creative bone has to be tickled first. Okay, so let's go to line number 6. We'll fold it. And then I need to cut my seam here. Okay, now we need a more colorful corner piece. Did I already use the corner pieces? Did I? No, I have not. So I'm going to use this colorful little floral moment here. It's too big, so this little floral bit. I'll sew that right here. Oh, I forgot. You sew on the back of it, technically. I forget sometimes. Okay, so we're going to sew a line here. And of course, as like a YouTuber type of person, I wish all these templates came with the video, but wishful thinking. I couldn't find a tutorial for this star block. I couldn't find a video of anybody doing it. So that was frustrating. I really, really like to see people doing this type of thing before I do it. And I guess these designers don't provide that. So it was like back in school trying to figure it out on my own with the textbook. And I wish there was a video. I guess I'm that kind of learner. I have to see it first instead of reading about it first. Okay, we're going to pull that back and iron. Okay. So we're going to square off here. This makes it all easy to be the same size because I printed them all off at the same time. I sometimes try and avoid that by printing off too many of a template because sometimes like you'll forget, oh, did I use 100% size? Did I use actual size? I can't remember how I printed this. So sometimes I print out too many. That way I know, oh, this goes with this project and these are all printed the same. So that's that little block, and we got this little block, and now we can join the little blocks. Okay, so let's join these blocks together. Okay, I'm going to make sure that they're going to open up the way that I want them to. And like I said, they're already the same size, so you just have to match up corner by corner. Where are my clips going? I covered all my clips. Where did my clips go? They're all over there. All over there. I've been covering things. I cover too much of my stuff with other stuff while I'm sewing. Okay, so there's that. So make sure everything's aligned. Like I said, I probably clipped too much. But I'm trying to be safe so nothing shifts, okay? I don't like it to be shifty. So we're going to sew on the line here. Back stitch. My elbow's itchy. Okay, let's go. Let's Okay, there we go. Okay, so sewed all that together. Cut off this, cut this off, cut this off. Okay. Fold this back. Perfect. All the little points match up. I mean, like I said, I couldn't do this any better. I really couldn't do this by myself. Like everything matches. I love it. I love it. You can iron it flat. Even with the paper, you can iron it. And it's just fine. All right, so that looks really cute. Xena. Miss Xena, look at your nice little picture. I love it. You look great, darling. How have you been, Miss Xena? How's the East Coast? Okay. So let me see. Where I'm at. I'm still looking at my fabrics. Try not to repeat too many. Let's see what I have here. My magic box of tricks. I don't think I've used this fabric at all. So we can use this. And not this block, not on this block. But did use that one already. I need more scraps. Isn't that funny? I could use more scraps. Crazy thing to say. Crazy thing to say. Especially for me. Does this fit right here? It does fit. So yeah, we could use that. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. And I need to illustrate this here. Okay, that's good enough for me. Let me iron these down. You don't have a car. Are you okay? Is your car? Oh, I hope nothing bad happened. I know it sucks to be without a car. Worst year of my life not having a car. Okay, I'm going to glue fabric 1 to the back of number 1. Just lightly with some glue stick, and then fabric number 2, lay it on top of fabric number 1 face up, facing right sides facing each other, I should say, or I'm trying to say. Steve has been driving back and forth, dropping off his car so I can work. Mizzine, I'm sorry, dear. It sounds so stressful. I've been having to, some days I gotta Uber to work myself. Luckily at 5 in the morning, it's not so expensive. I can take the bus, but I really don't trust the neighborhood. I don't trust my neighborhood, so I don't think I could walk around here. So I've been Ubering it when I have to. I've been paying coworkers to drop me off at home or to pick me up. It's been kind of funny. Okay, so let's fold on the line we just sewed on. Use my attic quarter ruler. Cut cut the seam. Then I'm gonna iron this back to the number it's supposed to be on. But first, actually, let me add a little bit of glue. A little bit of glue. Fold it back. And we iron it. Yep, I am working. I am a working girl. not that kind of working girl. I am the best worker I've been told. Just kidding. Yeah, I got a little day job, just a little day job. And gosh darn it, it wipes me out though, It's not even like physically like demanding. I'm just weighing out substances. I'm weighing out substances by the gram. So it's really not hard work or, you know what I mean, like back-breaking work, but somehow it ends up being tiring. It's still tiring. It's still uncomfortable. I still get sore, it's nothing crazy, but I've just been coming home and literally just knocking out, you guys. I get up I'm up at 4 in the morning, go into work at 6. And then my day is done at 4:30 p.m. So it's a 10-hour work day, 4 days a week. So it's a lot. It's a lot. But also I do have a 3-day weekend, so it does give me some time to recuperate. So I do like that. It's also right up the street, so I love that for me. However, not having a car, it's still like a long way from my house. So usually my husband's schedule just changed, but when I started working there, I was like having an Uber to work, and then my coworker sometimes would take me to work. She lived right around the corner. But now my husband can take me to work, and now I have to figure out how to get back home. So I'm trying to bribe certain coworkers, like, hey, I'll give you $20 if you give me 3 rides home this week. Like, come on, help me out. Like, yeah, I did 10 hours. That's great. Sweet little brother, we love them. No. Not brother. Okay. Here. And I like where I work. There's a lot of drama going on right now. I can't talk about it. Because I don't want someone to be like, hey, you're not supposed to be talking about that. It's not that serious, but it's annoying. It's annoying. I still work for a temp agency, staffing agency. My job wants to hire me. The job that I'm at wants to hire me. The location I'm at. And it's perfect for me. But the staffing agency is being a little bit difficult with letting me go for some reason. Like, I just started working for y'all. Why can't they hire me? But anyways, I'm working on that. But I'm happy for now to be working. My bank account is loving it. I've been having to make some moves to get this house. And signing the title paperwork today. And then I guess signing the loan paperwork real soon. And this, I'm gonna, I guess, like I was telling a coworker, so like I'm really like, maybe I'm pessimistic, maybe I'm negative, but I'm just like I'm not. I don't feel like I'm gonna be like a homeowner. I'm gonna be a mortgage owner for now, and that's okay. I guess I have a thing about prematurely celebrating. So I will be a mortgage owner. So that's good. I just, even with the high cost of renting right now, that would be even more stressful because you just never know when they want to raise the rent on you, you know, like, will they lower it? No, not until you move and find a lower rented apartment. So, you know, the price is never going to go down for the apartments until you move out. And I just don't want to be in a situation where they just keep raising my rent. Like, so luckily, got approved for the loan, doing the title paperwork. It's happening, you guys. I am going to be the person responsible for paying the mortgage of this home. me and my hubby. So I'm excited that I'm at the end of the road. I still feel very stressed out about the whole situation. I'm still trying to accept it. I'm still insanely stressed out over the situation. But it's finally getting somewhere. You know, it's finally getting somewhere. Joni's not so fast. Hi. Welcome. Thank you for joining me here on my little, whatever this is, sewing thing. Okay, so let's do the next line here. I feel like I can almost breathe. Like I said, I've been so insanely stressed out over this whole thing. I have not even wanted to craft, you guys. So why have I not come live? I don't want to craft. I don't want to do anything right now. I'm just worried about where I'm going to live, okay? I can only worry about so many things at once. And stress really kills my mojo, my crafting mojo. So far, sewing has been pleasant because, like I said, I feel like I can just sew and sew forever and not really have to think about it. And it helps me relax for now. I think once I have figured out, I don't know what step along is next, but once I get to the next step, which is, I guess, the final step of the time before you, like, I guess, everything's good. I guess there's like a waiting period. So once I get over that hump, I'll finally feel like it's done and I can possibly craft again. Thanks for keeping me company while I clean my craft room, which completely stresses me out. Oh, and then there's the fact that my craft room is a complete mess. So I really don't feel like cleaning right now. Yet I don't feel like cleaning. And I guess it's just, another way of anxiety, dealing with my anxiety, which is basically just to push the pause button on my whole life until further notice. That's been helping somehow. Here. Miss Zena. Okay. Let's get this final little piece here. Back stitch a little bit. Total chaos, man. I have anxiety attack and a nosebleed when I went in my craft room last week. Sometimes it is a little much. Sometimes it's too much. And sometimes, like, my craft desk here, like over there, it's a mess. It looks like a bomb went off. But it's okay. I just moved it off to the side and said, I'm doing this right now. I don't even want to look at over there. I don't even want to think about it. I need to sweep really bad in my craft room. It's such a mess. But I'm not worried about that. Right now, I just want to sew. So I'm not going to think about anything else. Okay, let me fold this back and iron. Fold back and iron. Okay. So now we've got all the pieces here that we need. Iron on. And I am going to cut off all the excess fabric. They have some crazy paper piecing projects out there. I mean, I've seen you can make elephants, you can do Cleopatra. There was a bowl of roses. I mean, a cat, a dog, different types of birds. It's kind of crazy, all the paper piecing projects out there. And I'm starting off with this easy one here, but that's okay. That's okay. That's what I want to do. I have a lot of scraps to manage. And I really didn't have like a contrasting fabric, so I had to go out and buy some white fabric. You can never start a project because there's always something to buy, right? Okay, so I gotta do one more little square here. So let's get the next one going. I don't know, literally a whole stack of these here. So whenever I feel like doing, and it's called, it's like coloring paper, coloring the pages now that I think about it. Just have a stack of those, just ready to go for when I feel like sewing. Let me see. I posted about my collection of rulers on a sewing group on a sewing group here on Facebook, and it's been a mixed bag of reaction. Apparently, okay, so I have 16 rulers, you guys. I counted them. I gathered them all up. Here's 3 just right here. I gathered them all up for a picture. Posted them on this sewing Facebook group. And it was a mixed bag of reaction. Some people were like, girl, same. Other people were like, oh, that's so unnecessary. How? That's insane. I've been sewing for 200 years and I only have one ruler. Like, okay, chill out. I'm just showing off my rulers because I think, because I said, still haven't made any quilts. Still new, still haven't made any quilts, but I have amassed 16 rulers, and then I showed a picture of my rulers. And like I said, a mixed bag reaction. Half the people, did you print the patterns or buy them the stack? No, I printed them. Here's the link for Elizabeth. It's not my store. I'm not promoting myself. I'm promoting someone else for a change. That's the shop, and they come in different sizes. I'm using the 4-inch square block, and so I printed, I don't know, probably like 30 of these pages. But she has different sizes that you can print off, but this is the 4-inch one. And again, this is, they call it newspaper print. They also call it coloring book paper. And it's just really thin paper. It's also packing paper. But I decided to buy 8.5 by 11 sheets so I can print it out for this. I also do have, this is where it all started, these triangles on a roll. This I did buy from Amazon. So there's that for whenever I want to do that. I have been buying things. I've been working, so I feel the right to shop. I feel the need to shop. And so, you know what? I will. So I've been buying new toys here and there, you know. You know how it is. Well, $20 here, $20 there, you know. Yeah, girl, that's right. Thank you. Thank you. You're right. Okay, so let me add fabric number 2 to fabric number 1 right on top. And then my goal is to keep my craft room tidy. Fingers crossed I can do it. Trying to do that in every room of my house. I'm just such a messy person by nature that I could say that, but I never really fought through a damn chair. But in my craft room and in my house as well, there comes to a point where I'm like, okay, Daisy, you're disgusting. Stop. And at that point, I will clean. That I'm okay with working around mess, but there does come a point where I'm like, okay, I can literally no longer stand it. I'm gonna clean, and that's when I clean. So I don't want to disappoint myself. I could say I'm gonna do it, but I probably won't. Okay, so we're gonna fold line 1 and 2, the line between 1 and 2. I'm gonna grab my little out of quarter ruler here. Cut off the seam allowance. And then I am going to add a little dab of glitter number 2 so the fabric sticks. I'm going to kind of stretch it apart and then I'm going to iron it. Okay, so now we're ironed, we're stretched. He has those thoughts about myself as well. Come on, Jody, don't be a slob. The little voice in my head. It'd be like that. It'd be like that. Okay, so I'm going to fold the line between 2 and 3. Folding line between 2 and 3, and a line between 1 and 5, or 2 and 5, whatever this is. It's 1 and 2. Fold that back. And then I'm going to cut this side and cut this side. As long as my sheets are crisp and clean, I'm good. Yes, of course, my sheets. I wash my sheets every week. I don't play. Okay, I don't play. Okay, so do I need another piece of white fabric? I do. Okay, so hang on, let me get a little piece of white fabric. Just a little tiny little piece. Of course, I'm working with bedsheet fabric, so it's a big old piece. I'm just going to just mark it right there. We'll just use this piece for now. Okay, hang on. I need to iron this out, and I do need to cut it again, actually, because it's too big. It's too big, so that's okay. I need to get back to working on my curtains. I stopped work on my curtains. That's probably my biggest project ever. And I do need to get back to work on those because now I know that they're going to fit my curtains because I'm not going to move. Okay, let me iron again. And okay, we're ready. I do kind of just like to use a big old piece here because just, I don't know, I like to. So this on top of this. Make sure my fabric, okay, it's good. It kind of static clings together, so it doesn't like really too much. With no plate. I took out all of my French ephemera so I can make digital collages, but they're just staring at me. What's better, making it scan or scan each piece in my laptop and then create a collage? Definitely it'd be easier to scan each piece and make a collage on your laptop, to be honest. TBH. But it's also pretty cool to collage and then scan it. But if you had the originals, I would definitely scan them first. back stitch. If you want to save pieces, I would scan each piece. Yes, Elizabeth is correct. She is correct. All right, give me one moment, y'all. One moment. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so I just sewed this line. I always have string on me, you guys. Like always. Meet my husband too. Okay, so I sew that on there. Let me stretch it back. Let me iron it. Okay. Okay. Oh my God. Last weekend, I don't think I did anything. I literally didn't want to do anything. I just like laid in bed and watched Instagram videos all day. Okay, so there's that. And we're gonna add a quarter seam with our very aesthetically pleasing pink at a quarter ruler. Also have a 6-inch because why not? You need both. Not really. Probably. Depending on your scanner, you might be able to scan several and separate them onto their own files. Okay, so there's that. Next, I need a little quarter piece. And did I use this? Okay. Yeah, I did. Okay. So, oh, there's this I haven't used. Let's do this piece. And we'll sew that right sides facing each other. You know, the white fabric, I don't know. I don't think there is a right or wrong side. Maybe there is, and I'm not skilled enough to know. But the pattern fabric, obviously, you know, it's the right side. I'm sewing them back. Hello. All right. My husband gifted me a huge cone of thread for Christmas / our anniversary. So I have so much thread. I think it's like 3,000 feet or something of thread. It's a cone. I love it. This way I'm not afraid of wasting a little bit of thread. It's all good. Okay, so did that. Did the number 4. Let me iron it back. Okay. And we're going to do another white fabric here. I gotta go see my mom soon too. Once I'm all done with this debacle and get settled at work, I guess, or I don't know. It was a lot easier before I had this job. Now I have this job, and I'm like, People don't just take time off, I think. Very strange, very strange. What a weird thing. You can't just take off. That's strange. Technically, I am a temp worker, but this assignment, I've been on this assignment for a long time now. It's been, how long have I been at this job? I've been at this job for, I want to say 3 weeks now. 3 weeks. And I was at my last assignment for 3 weeks. I actually haven't had a week off. I've been working every single week since. I've been working every single week since the week after Christmas. Just been work here, work there, work. Actually, I've been to 2 job sites, so it's just been like work. Okay, let me get this over here. Like I said, my savings account has been limited because it's basically like a second job. I'm still working. I still have my Etsy store. It still makes money. So it's just like extra. I'm saving extra, and whatever I spend gets replenished pretty easily. So I need to keep doing that. And possibly even start. I need to really get serious and maybe invest. Maybe do some savings for the future. But also I need to change some stuff in this house because it's killing me. So I need to save for that. Oh, did I just cut off the whole fabric piece that I sewed on? I did. That's hilarious. Wow, I just did that. I just did it. Wow, it's the first time I've used this seam ripper in a minute, but that's kind of hilarious that I did that. Oh my god. Yeah. Hang on, I gotta fix this because this is ridiculous that I just did that. Oh my god. I just want to finish this block. And then I can put it all together to make the pillow cover. Oh my god. And then maybe I can get started on the next pillow cover. Just been having fun making pillow covers. And I'm practicing my quilting. I'm still new at all this. But I feel like pillow-sized projects have been great practice. I'm not the type of person to just delve into something new, just without doing my little research or working on a smaller part of it before I work on a bigger part of it or more complicated, So I've been working my way up from working with, just scrappy, doesn't matter, crazy cool kind of projects. And now I tried the whole cut the fabric, put it back together. And I don't know. I don't know if I'm not cutting right. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. That hasn't been working out for me. TBH. So I decided to give this foundation paper piecing a try. And this has been really good and a lot of fun because, it's really hard to make a mistake, because all the guidelines are there and it's pretty much sew by numbers, kind of. I explained it to my husband like that, sew by numbers. But I feel like I love it already. I'm still learning, especially the more complicated templates and what are they called? Patterns. Yeah. Okay, what the heck did I just do? Okay. Part two. Let's do it again. you can redo it at least once or sometimes even twice. Okay, Daisy. Hello. Pay attention. Pay attention. I think the next move is probably if I'm gonna work, we're gonna have to get a car, but that's in the future. Gotta pay off credit cards first, which will take a while. And then work on that. I'm gonna work on paying off my credit cards next. I think that's my next goal. It's not too much, so it shouldn't take too long. But I got one of them done. So now I gotta get the rest. Buying this house, I suppose, is gonna help my credit and hurt. So it hurt. It'll be good for your credit. So I need to do that. It's a lot of grown-up stuff, and I don't like it. It's just very strange, very strange. Okay. For real. Now we are going to fold this last part. Get our seam ripper. And then we're going to cut here. We're going to also cut this here. Same size. Okay, so last little piece here. Okay, oh my gosh, I'm almost ready to put it all together. Okay, so I don't believe I've used this, so let me use this part right here with this little flower. Let me iron it. Okay, and then we're gonna sew it right here. Right there. Safina, hi Safina. Everything is going well, Safina. Thank you so much. Everything is moving along. I just got a little job, so that's why I haven't really been going live. But once I get myself a little bit more situated and used to the schedule, I will figure out when I'm going to go live. Definitely will not be Monday through Friday anymore, so I'll have to change that. But if I just go live on the weekends when I can, if I feel like it, then that's what I'm going to do. Because during the week, I just don't have time anymore to go live. Like, I want to, but also, like, right now I'm mentally tired. So, like, maybe once I get this whole house thing settled, I can go back to some schedule. I need to figure out what the schedule's going to be. I'm trying not to stress about too many things at once. So right now I can really only handle my life. Right now, my little schedule, my new little job. And once I get a hold of that, then I can think about crafting, and then I can think about going live again on a more regular schedule. So I do thank you guys for sticking by me, and for those who have reached out to me, thank you so much. I really appreciate y'all, but I just need to focus on me right now, and that's about it for now. But I will get back to some sort of schedule here on YouTube eventually. Just don't know when, but eventually I plan on coming back on a scheduled basis. Not sure, like I said, not sure if it'll be Monday through Friday anymore, but maybe more sporadically, but definitely on the weekends is when I'm thinking. Because I do have a 3-day weekend. So I do have a chance to go live during the weekend. Okay, so let me get this sewed together, these two pieces, so they form like the top of the diamond. Let me see, I was just checking it today, thinking maybe notifications, I'm not sure. Congratulations on the job. Thank you, Miss Safina. Thank you, darling. No, it's just been a minute. It's just been a whole minute that I have not been live. But I have been, like I said, designing for my new kits. I've been working on my shop when I'm not working at my normal job. For now, that is what I need to do. Okay, so let's get this sewn together and then I can get the whole block sewn together. And that'll be pretty cool, But it's working out. It's working out. Everything's good. I'm just stressed out. Everything's good, but I'm just stressed, you know? But everything is good. And it will get better. So that's what's good. Okay, so these two blocks got them sewn together. Okay, there we go. There's my little diamond. And then we have these that we need to make a whole diamond like that. That's the pattern. So, these I need to sew this way. Okay, I mean not sew, I mean iron. So let me iron that. Okay, so there's that diamond. Look how fun it is with the different changing fabrics. Like I said, this pattern is very, very simple to put together also. Everything should be the same size. So you just match the corners and everything else should match up too. There's not really much to try and match up except for the corners. So that's why I like this project. I do make sure the other side matches. Otherwise, I feel like I could do something wrong. So let me get a clip over here so that stays put. And I need to throw my scraps away. I keep just throwing them over here to the side. It's time to say goodbye to these scraps, Daisy. They've been used. Okay, so that should be enough clips, but let me just do one more. Just for fun, Let me do one more just for fun. Okay. Let's sew this together, and I'm just sewing on the solid line. I'm also sewing right before the solid line and back stitching. So definitely this pattern is so cute. I can make it even smaller. I could use even smaller scraps, which is fun. You could use bigger scraps too, but there's a bigger size in this one. Just a really fun pattern. I really did enjoy it. I enjoyed putting it together. Very, very easy to do. And put together like a whole project of the squares. Okay, back stitched. Get my strings off. Okay, open it up. And it looks good to me. Looks acceptable to me. So let me iron it. And this I'm going to iron going the other way from my other floor couch. Okay, let me show you what I have here. So now I have this, and I still have a little paper on it. I'll take it off, I guess, sometime in the future. I don't know. I will worry about that later, but for now, it really does help stabilize everything that you're sewing. Okay, so now we're going to join these 4x4s together. So let's do that. Let's try and match my points here. Just to keep practicing that. One corner. Here. Going to match. Oh, that goes to the same size. Okay, let's do that. And also, like I said, I'm probably clipping too much, but whatever. Whatever. Okay, let's sew the line together here. And of course, I'm using a very small stitch so that they all come out. The paper comes out. I also heard some lady say that she just washes it. She doesn't even remove the paper; she just washes it. And I'm just like, that's interesting too. Never tried this, but loving results would make a cute journal. It would definitely make a cute journal. Definitely. Maybe, I think the smaller size would be better for a journal cover. Let's make a small journal. Because 2 of these is too small and 4 is too big. So I'm thinking a smaller size would be better for a journal. Okay, so I sewed those pieces together. Looks like I went off a little bit right there, but that should be okay. I strive to get better. I don't strive for perfection yet because I'm just not at that level to expect perfection for myself. So as long as I get better, okay? Okay, let's open it up. That looks so cute. Look at all the scraps. Look at all the scraps. Okay, so I have the top and I have the bottom. This is for my pillow cover design, right? So it's a 16x16 pillow cover. Each of these are supposed to be 4 inches inside the solid line here. So 16x16 is what this pillow cover is going to be. I could add some border and make it 20x20. Have not decided, but it'll probably be just this size. Okay, so we need to sew these 2 parts together, right? Okay, so we need to do that. Let me iron this open. The pattern comes with different sizes, so if you think this is too big, like I said, I think this is too big for a journal cover, but there is a smaller size that I could do. Okay. We're gonna sew these together now. So let me just match my seam here. Okay, and if I can match my seam here. And then make sure that this corner is good. And then we're also going to clip it on this side. Match these corners here, or these seams, I should say, match the seams. That's the right word. this. And if I have one more clip, which obviously I do. I will clip this over here. Okay, so let's get this sewn together. All still paper. I haven't removed any of the paper yet. It helps stabilize me while I'm sewing it all together so it's not all flimsy and it doesn't get, part of it doesn't get caught on my sewing machine. You know, when I'm just sewing fabric, sometimes the first drop of the needle and the fabric will get jammed inside. So that does not happen with paper. It has never happened with paper, so that's good. Very helpful. I'm just trying to sew in the line here. Keep it as straight as I can. Just keep sewing, just keep sewing. Now, I have just been designing the pillow covers. I still need to actually turn them into pillow covers. So that'll be one weekend's work or something, making them pillow covers. For now, I'm just designing them and putting them together, sewing them. I'm just having too much fun, you guys. And I don't want to do a quilt size project yet. It's too much. I'm just having fun, and for me right now, hope quilt seems like it's not fun, but maybe that's just me. It's probably just me. Okay, so let's get this line here. Back stitch. Okay. And here is my pillow cover. 16 by 16. I did the 4-inch squares from this pattern. So here it is. Look how cute that looks. Oh my God. Let me iron it. Hang on. Let me put the press. This is such a fun project. Look at that. Look at how fun that looks. Just a bunch of my scraps. Of course, you guys have seen these patterns probably 50 times over. I've been using the same types of fabrics for, I don't know, the last couple of years. So like this pillow cover matches my junk journal. Look, it matches my junk journal cover perfectly because I'm using the same fabrics like this right here. This yellow fabric is right here, and then this fabric is right, where is it? It's somewhere. It's somewhere. I used it. I know I did. Where is it? The yellow? Oh, did I not use it? I know it was right here. This is right here. Like I've been loving up on these fabrics for a long time and using them in different projects and stuff. So I am just loving it. Loving my little scrappy project here. I'm going to go ahead and log off for now. But like I said, one day I'll probably log in and we'll make the actual pillow covers from them. But for now, this is what I was wanting to work on here on my live. So again, thank you so much for sticking by me and watching this video or watching my past videos. For right now, I can only focus on one thing, which is my personal life for now. And when I'm back and good and ready, I'll come back to my, come back and figure out a schedule to do lives again. I have been getting my craft on, my design on. I just have not been doing it live because I've been doing it at odd hours of the day. But yeah, anyways, I have been having fun with sewing. So if you guys don't mind, I'll probably be doing sewing projects when I do go live. If you want to check out my sewing projects, come and check me out here on my channel. I'm not a sewing channel, but I'm learning how to sew and quilt and stuff. So sometimes I do it live here once I figure it out on my own. I'll do it live. Okay, you guys. Thank you, Safina. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Zena and Joni. Who else is here? Biddy Penny, Beverly, Miss Jen, of course. Miss Patricia said hi. Also have Pam, Happy Ray of Crafty Sunshine, April. Who else did I just want to make sure I don't miss anybody. Pam, April, yeah, I already said hi. So thank you all so much for joining me here on my channel. And I will be back sometime, someday. I'll be back to update you guys on other stuff. Okay, I hope everybody has a good day. Happy crafting. Bye.